Periva Sharanam, thus spake the Paramacharya. The truth in the Puranas. That which is old or ancient is called Purana. There are some people who are by nature good. Similarly, there are people who are bad by themselves in nature. In them, we find the bad elements more than the good aspects. The Puranas have told the stories about the very good people and the very bad people. The Puranas treat both the people equally, the virtuous and wicked people. We read that how the virtuous people made penances and how they reached God and obtained moksha or well-being and bliss. These Puranic stories will contain a lot of moral lessons, but we do not observe or take note of those things. We do not see the truths enshrined in the Puranic tales and stories. We read only the external details like people who had 2 heads, God had 4 hands, or a cow, Kamadhenu, adored the god and dismiss the Puranas as being totally false and untrue. We look at the chaff and discard the grains. The Veda enjoins us to speak the truth. It says, Satyam Vada, speak the truth. If that alone is said, it may not be impressed in the mind. But we watch or read the story of Harichandra. We see how much he had to suffer for upholding the truth. We see what were the trials undergone by him in his attempts to save the truth. By watching the story of Harichandra, we get a strong feeling in our mind that we should speak the truth, whatever be the trials or hardships. This lesson gets imprinted in the minds of all the people, both educated and illiterate. Thus, the Puranas were written to make the people understand and learn the exalted truths of life in one way or the other. They added some more descriptions and explanations in the Puranas to make them attractive and tasteful as we decorate a place or add salt to the salad. What is important is the truth and the moral lessons that are enshrined in it. Another thing, we imagine and think that all things existed in the world as in the present day at all times and in all places. We think that all the modern aspects of life also existed in the same shape or manner in ancient days. If we come to a conclusion like this, we can dismiss as false all the things that existed in the days of the Purana. But even today, we study about calves having born with 4 heads and about finding a whale in a bar of ice. We also read that the whale's vertebrae was of such length. Research scholars say that man might also have been such tall, etc. So, we cannot dismiss at once everything as false or untrue. The Puranas explained in many words running to pages the simple truth which were told in the Vedas in a sentence or 2. This they did simply to emphasize and stress the truth so that they got settled in the minds of the people. We must understand that the truths enshrined in the stories or anecdotes are the most important. We must try our best to preserve the Puranas in their original shape and form. What we do not know or understand today may be understood by our children or the future generations tomorrow. What we consider as lies or falsehoods may turn out to be true tomorrow or in future. The Sthala Puranas attached to every temple appear to contain more truths than the Maha Puranas. This is my view and I believe in it strongly. It is our primary duty to study the Sthala Puranas and conduct research in them. We must save the Sthala Puranas. Though we may dismiss them also as mythology, it is very essential that we know the truth or otherwise of the statements in these. I am of the strong opinion that we must preserve these all, and it is our sacred duty by fulfilling which we may feel proud that we have served our ancient Veda. Periyava Sharanam.